Good day, Dylan. It's Josh here from Londonderry Dodge. Hey, I just texted there, and I thought maybe instead of just texting back and forth, I would maybe just do a quick video for you, just because there is a lot to show on one of these, and I figured this would just be the most efficient way of doing it, especially since Loopy said you are out of town and might not be able to just come in and take a look. So, and again, just because I've been texting you, I don't know a huge amount about your situation, so I figure I'll just mention just about everything I can think of about this Trailhawk here. They are beautiful vehicles. I definitely like them a lot. This one, 2015, so we're talking 72 months at 0%, and it's one of the last ones you're going to find. Here in white with the black, does look good. Now the Trailhawk, this one in particular, is going to come with a 3.2 liter Pentastar. In my opinion, it is the best gas engine we make. It's about 271 horsepower, but you're still looking over 30 miles per gallon. And you can tow 4,500 pounds with it. So if you want to put a hitch on there, and I don't know if you got a truck or not, or just need something to pull, you most certainly can with this. Now if you take a look, yeah, we got the black hood decals, which is matched up with the black wheels. 3 levels headlights, so we've got our LED daylights. There are actual running nighttime lights, so they're projector, about 10% brighter than a regular bulb. We've got our fog lights, tow hooks, which actually do work very well. Now again, I don't know if you're going to be using this much for off-roading, but they are phenomenal for it, and I'll get to that here in a sec. Got the roof rails, backup camera. But let's hop inside here, I'll show you some of the options. I guess to start with, the remote start. So one of the things you're talking about was remote start, heated seats. So this does have all of that. It's also got the heated steering wheel. As part of the cold weather group, but I'll touch more on that here in a bit. But it is intuitive, so if you use the remote start and it's cold out, the seats and steering wheel will come on automatically, which is pretty nice. Inside here, yeah, power windows, locks, mirrors. I'm sure you're probably already aware of that. Automatic headlights, nice addition over, say, the sport models. Here we got the leather seats, again heated with the red stitching. I find they look pretty well. I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to bring everything here to life. So one of the first things you're probably going to notice is we've got lots of buttons here on the steering wheel. So these are all for a center screen, which is customizable. I'll show you just about everything about the vehicle. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up so well through a camera, but yeah, all color in that. Using the navigation, which I'll touch more on afterwards, it'll actually tell you turn by turn up here as well, which is kind of cool. Here we've got our Bluetooth control, so yeah, you want to listen, talk to someone on the phone, or even just stream your music through there, you most certainly can. We've got our cruise control, and buttons on the back of the steering wheel, which is for center screen. Now this is a Uconnect 8.4AN. Not going to find it on the Sport. Very few North are going to have it with the nav. That's through limited mostly to Limiteds and some of the Trailhawks. But here we do have the AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio. Now that is free for a year. Got our different media options. So if you're a big music person, down here you got the different inputs, say SD card, USB, auxiliary, and there's a few more in the vehicle I'll get to. So since I use remote start, you see the heated seats and the steering wheel came on automatically. Steering wheel probably is my favorite part. Now another thing that'll come on automatically is if you look in the bottom corners of the windshields, we got little yellow lines. Not sure how well I can see it, but basically they defrost your windshield wipers too. So hopefully you don't have to come out and thaw those off. They should already be thawed and warmed up when you finally get out to the vehicle. Got our climate control, so yes, make the cabin warm, that's important. Navigation. Don't worry, we finally gave up on trying to make our own. This one's designed by Garmin. Works exactly like a Garmin, except it also pairs up with your phone, so if you want to call like hotels and that through here, you most certainly can. And then for normal driving, most people normally set so you get like your kind of situational awareness view here, and then turn by turn up here in the center screen. But you can play with that as well. Of course, we've got our phone options, no phone paired as of now, and different settings. Now, I'm not much of a music person, but you can go in here, change everything about your music, all that, how the display works, little different safety things. Here we've got more buttons and controls. We're doing pretty well the exact same thing. Our 9-speed transmission. Now, if you do intend on using this off-road ever, these are phenomenal, especially with the wheels and that, and it has their most dedicated 4-wheel drive system you can get in a Cherokee. It's actually a better 4-wheel drive system than I think we use in just about anything except for the Wrangler Rubicon, again in my opinion. Here we have all different settings: auto, It's for all your daily driving needs, so even if it is snowy out or whatever, you leave it in auto, it'll adjust automatically. Snow mode, that's for like several feet of snow off-road mostly. Sport mode does make it feel quite a bit sportier, it just holds your shifts out a little bit longer. Sand, mud, and rock, again purely for off-road. And you just change those just by turning the dial, and it'll tell you up here what you're changing the vehicle to. Now these 4 buttons in center, so 4-wheel low, it has a low speed transfer case, again very handy for off-road. Hill descent control, going for down things like really steep sandy hills. They'll manage your brakes and your throttle input for each wheel individually to keep you going down at a slow, like kind of stable speed on a slippery surface. And this is for rock crawling, setting it for really low speed. But there's your rear diff lock, so you can actually physically lock the rear axle on this. Works a lot better than, say, your typical limited slip you find on most off-roaders. Here we've got our handbrake as well. Now there's lots of storage in here. We've got sunglass holders here, as well as at the top. The glove box, not sure how well you can see it, but that's deep enough that you can put a full-size iPad down there if you like. These Trailhawks do come with storage underneath the passenger seat as well, which is kind of cool. And then in the center we just have our top, as well as our bottom. And again, more plugins than that for the phone. Now, I'm not aware if you've got any kids or not, but if you do, there is certainly lots of space here in the back. Hold on, let me just unlock that for a sec. Like you'll see, I'm not the smallest person here in the world, but definitely lots of storage here. We've got our rear vents and controls back here, as well as right underneath, that's a 115 volt plug-in. So if you want to plug in something like a laptop or that through a conventional plug, you most certainly can. Let's go to our center armrest. And I'm sure you're probably already aware, but these back seats do fold flat if you need them to. Now in the back, again, there's your backup camera, which I know you mentioned. But in the back we have some other things. So rubber floor mats, a lot better than you get in most vehicles. And if you've been looking at Cherokees at all, you'll notice that them, like most small vehicles, don't even come with little donut tires anymore. They typically come with air inflation kits. But in this case, because the Trailhawk is the off-roader, you do get a full-size spare tire with the same matching tread as the other tires, which is very convenient to me. You got 12 volt in there. But anyway, still in there, I think I covered most things. I'm sure I forgot a few things, but if you have any questions, absolutely get a hold of me at 780-473-6388 or on my cell phone, and let me know what you think of it. Anyways, have a great day. Bye.